Good morning, class. Mr. Gallegos here with you today. Today's Monday, March the 30th. Hopefully you all are doing great, in good health, good spirits, and your families are doing great too. Remember that the school is serving lunch, breakfast, whatever you want, from 8:30 in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you can make it over there, please go by and pick up some food if you're feeling hungry, okay? And if there's anything else that you might need, please give the school a call or give me a call, shoot me an email, or even a text message. Anyhow, we're gonna get a little bit of a recap from last week. We covered the 4 basic cuts: blunt cut, graduated cut, uniform layer cut, and long layers. So those are the basic haircuts for basically all the hairstyles that women get, or even men with longer hair, okay? They all come from either one of those 4 basic haircuts, okay? Again, on the diagram, you can see the 0 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, and then the 180. It's just the angle in which the hair is going to be cut, or the elevation it'll be cut at, okay? We did cover the blunt cut on Friday. This is known as the 1 length cut. Looks like all the hair is the same length. Hair ends are level at the perimeter, and the hair underneath is shorter. Design line may be horizontal, convex, diagonal forward, or diagonal back. Diagonal forward or diagonal back. It's just the preference of the customer. And of course, we cover this also, but just a short recap procedure. This is the procedure of the blunt cut, the 0 degree cut. And then the hair cutting tips for the blunt cut, which we covered last week, but just a recap so you can refresh in your memory. Hopefully some of you are able to try this. And if you are able to try this haircut, please send me a video of it, or it doesn't have to be a full-length video, but just, highlights of the haircut that you're attempting to do. These are great haircuts to try on your sister or your mom. And you don't have to take a whole lot of hair off to get it to look, all even all around. The next cut we're going to cover is a graduated cut. This is cut at a low to medium elevation, has wedged or stacked shaped at the perimeter. And then the layers occur between 0 and 45 degrees. So you remember 0 and then all the way to 45 degrees right there, okay? So they're going to be somewhere within that perimeter of 0 to 45 degrees. Builds weight and volume at the perimeter. So you can see her hair here, how all the volume is taken at that 45 degree elevation. Achieved with horizontal or vertical parting. So you can go either way on the partings. You can go horizontal or vertical. Mostly on the wedge cuts or 40 or 45 degree cut, more than likely you're going to go with the horizontal partings, but you can achieve it with, with the vertical partings. This is the procedure. After preparing a client, section hair to 1/2 inch partings around the head, establish back and front guides at 45 degrees, cut in perimeter design line, connect the guides. So you're gonna cut in the perimeter, which is of course the perimeter of the hair. You're gonna cut that in, or the design line, but then you're gonna connect the guides to it, okay? And in the video I'm gonna upload, you'll see that done. Check lengths for evenness, fine tune, cut remaining sections to design line, check final tune or fine tune and style. Vertical partings may be used after establishing a design line. So you first have to establish that design line, and then you can go to vertical partings. Use design line as a guide. Take a vertical parting, position fingers at 45 degree angle with fingertips at the perimeter guide. So you're gonna, your fingertips are gonna be at the perimeter guide. So if you're cutting on, it depends on what side of the head you're cutting. Obviously, if you're cutting on this side of the head, you're not gonna have it out like this. You're gonna have it upside down like this. Okay. Cut subsequent partings around the head. So you're gonna go in order. In other words, you're not gonna jump around. You're gonna cut one section, and then you're gonna go to the next section, the next parting, and cut that one. You just don't cut. It's just common sense. You're not gonna cut somewhere and then jump to the other side of the head. Maintain finger placement and hair elevation. So you want to make sure that you're maintaining that elevation of 45 degrees, or if it's 10 degrees, whatever it is, you want to make sure you maintain it, and also your finger placement. Hair cutting tips for graduated cuts. Follow Reminders Plus. Coarse, curly, and thick hair appears to graduate more than straight hair textures. So anytime you're dealing with coarse or curly hair, and even thick hair, you want to make sure you give a little bit of room for that, okay? That you're not just, it's going to appear more graduated. So if you want to achieve a 45 degree, maybe you might want to do a 35 degree, because it's going to appear to be like 40, 45 when you're done with it, okay? Graduation makes fine hair of average density appear thicker and fuller. So you also want to take that into account. Maintain the same elevation around the perimeter when cutting in design lines. Very important that you do that, otherwise the haircut's going to come out lopsided, or fuller on one side than the other, or more graduated than the other side. Blend vertically cut sections around the head form. So anytime and that goes with all haircuts, anytime you're going to cut or blend, you're going to make sure that it's all in uniform. It's not just, you're not, if you're going to have to take a little bit off on the left side because it's fuller than the right side, then you want to do that, but you want to blend it vertically instead of horizontally, okay? The next cut will be the uniform layer cut, and we will cover that tomorrow. But as far as for today, please make sure that you have read up to, let me get the page number here. So you should have read up to 532 as of today, as far as your reading assignment goes. Please cover that to 532. This is 532 here. And make sure that you have read that thoroughly and you understand it. If you don't understand it, read through it again. Also, make sure that you look at the videos that I'm uploading from YouTube, which are the ones, the blunt cut, and the next video is the graduated 45-degree haircut. Just watch it a few times until you're able to comprehend and understand what it is that they're trying to teach you on these tutorials, okay? And again, if you have any questions, feel free to call me, text me, email me, or call the school, okay? Take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow.